Hey guys, Rstar26 with Good Old Goons Gaming coming at you live right now with some more Kerbal Space Program. We're going to get into the game and continue where we left off and see if we can't maybe get into some consistency with our orbital flights. Get into a stable, consistent orbit, and from there hopefully unlock some science and work our way towards getting to Moon. Let's get into the game. We're just going to click resume saved. Got our bog game. We have very little bunny, little rep, very little science, but we're having a good time, so. Here we are back at Kerbal Space Center. First thing I like to do is go back to our mission control and have a look at what we've got going on for missions. Test a swivel liquid engine orbiting Kerbal. So we're wanting to use this engine at 390,000 meters. That's a good long ways up there. And then explore Moon. So we're not going to be able to do that yet. I think that one just wants us to do a flyby. Let's pass by, but we're not going to be able to get there yet. So go to the vehicle assembly building. And I just want to make sure that we have a swivel engine high enough up our ship here. That's a swivel there, and that's a Terrier. So we need to make sure that we have enough fuel in this engine to get up to that altitude, and I think we probably do. One thing I was thinking about today was actually changing the staging of this so that this main booster doesn't actually ignite with the others. We just burn off these ones first, hitch it asparagus style, and then we'll ignite that booster. And that should actually get us pretty close to orbit. I think it's about 4,000, 3,500 or 4,000 DV that you need to get in there. So. And I think we're maxed out on parts too, yeah. So, we've got mech jeb on there. We're out of parts, essentially. I think we should just maybe launch it and see where it gets us. Just make sure our staging is all good. One of the things that we should do is maybe upgrade our tracking station before we launch. I was just reading that MechJeb tooltip, so we've just got the crappy one. It's 150 grand, which is going to give us patched conks visible on map. Okay, so we'll go back to the VAV and we're going to launch this rocket. So what I did was upgraded the mission control tracking, so that should actually allow us to get some better information from our ship. As see, we've got in MechJeb now, it's going to tell us what our apoapsis is. So we have all that information kind of on the fly. We don't need to make any adjustments. So here we are. And we can also, so we can actually use retro and prograde as stabilizing features, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and launch this rocket and see if we can't put it into a pretty high orbit. Once we get to 100 meters per second, we're going to start gently nudging the ship over. At 80 meters per second, 90, 100. We're going to start nudging this old bird down. We're going to end up with a lot better control once we lose these engines, so solid rocket boosters. Basically by 10,000, I think we want to be at roughly 45 degrees. 10,000 meters, we're at 7,000 right now. We're actually coming nicely here. Looks like, yeah, we're rolling a bit. 10,000 now and about 47, so that's pretty good. We're just going to hold the ship's attitude there. Pushing this little girl down. What I'm going to do is throttle this back a bit though. Our apoapsis is at 26,000 right now. And as the atmosphere gets thinner, we're just going to keep kind of gently nudging the ship down. $38,000. 40,000. Nudge that ship down just a little bit more. 45,000. 48,000. We're looking for that 10,000 more. Basically now we're just trying to accelerate our ship to the point that it's going to fall faster than it hits the ground. Okay, 70,000, we're going to cut the engines there, and we're going to turn the ship prograde. And then once we get to that apoapsis in 1 minute and 22 seconds, we're going to schedule a burn. So I don't know if I've got the ability to do that yet. Yes, I do. So we're going to add a maneuver, and we're going to burn prograde. We're going to watch that come out. And our apoapsis is going to be, well, I think we want it to be 380,000. We're going to go ahead and bring that up. I don't want to get going on this here, so. Okay. So that's good. We're prograde, and we're going to go ahead and burn. So right down here, we've got, this is showing us we need 1,082 meters per second to do what we want to do. And we're going to want to burn in probably about 15 seconds here. So we're just going to watch for this countdown, and we're going to burn until it tells us we don't need to burn anymore. And burning. We're going to have to stage this rocket here because we're probably going to run out of fuel. There she goes, and we're going to finish our burn way out here. And I think that that's actually going to let us kill that. So we should be successful here. Probably remove this node. So that should actually do it. Once we get to that altitude, this window way here. We just need to activate the part when the conditions are met. So once we get to this altitude, 390,000, we're gonna use that part. Yeah, it looks awesome up here. Hey, Trick? And it did work beautifully. That felt good. That felt really good. So I think we've got... Yeah, so now we can actually input maneuvers into the ship and allow the computer to do those maneuvers for us. So that's good. We're going to first get to the altitude that we need to be at, and then I'm going to program a burn and allow it to execute. Just one Kerbal trick. Yeah, this is a single person pod up here, so just Jebediah Kerman up here. So yeah, as I was saying, once we get to the altitude we need, we're gonna switch that engine on, and I'll probably just turn the ship retrograde and burn that way, just to decrease the orbit a little bit. Once we get that mission completion, we'll maybe do some tests, because I think that's at an altitude that we haven't been up to yet, so we'll just enjoy the ride for now. And actually, once we land this, I think that the ship is going to be good enough to... KSB! Yeah, I think that the ship's actually going to be good enough to get us on a free return trajectory to the moon. So we'll be able to do that moon flyby as well. And once we're up there, we'll do some science experiments up there too, and unlock the next level. And I think we'll be close to being able to actually get ourselves into an actual rendezvous with Moon and orbit it, so we'll try that out as well. I don't think it'll take too long. Let's just speed time up a little bit here. We'll get going. As you watch, the ship's going to gently pull a little bit further away from Kerbal. There's the moon coming over the horizon there. We're at 250,000. Pop this up a little bit more. 300. I think we're looking for 380,000, so there's 350. 70. There we go. Coming around to the dark side here. What I'm gonna do? I'm hoping that it's just gonna let me activate the engine to get the completion. But I'm gonna turn the ship retrograde anyways. Hold it here. Okay, so we are at 380,000. And we're just gonna... Okay, so it's actually wanting... I'm not too sure why it's not happy with us. So, okay. So we're gonna have to burn prograde again here. It wants us to be in a stable orbit. There we go. That's done. We have got that done. Awesome. So now what we're going to do is plan a maneuver here. So we want to change our periapsis at the next apoapsis, and we want it to be less than 70 kilometers. So in order to speed our return, we're going to actually set it to about 40,000 or 40 kilometers. And we're going to create and execute that node. So there you go, it's planned it for us, and we're gonna watch it here. This is the cool part about MechJeb. I like MechJeb, but it's gonna advance time for us, and when we get close to the node, I don't have to actually touch anything now. The computer will do it, which is the way rockets are meant to work. But you watch, it's counting down, and it's going to execute that maneuver for us. It's just gonna be very short. Short burn, there it is, fine tuning. It's going to kill the engine for us. Go back and we look at where we are perfectly. Periapsis of 40 kilometers. So we're going to be able to re-enter the atmosphere here. So before we do that, let's just see if we get any science for being this high up. There's a little bit. We might as well keep the experiment since we're here. Get nothing for that. Here. Nothing for that. Take a crew report. Nothing for that. EVA, our little dude here, and we'll do an EVA report. Nothing for that. He can get back in. And we are going to retoggle SAS, turn our ship prograde. And we're gonna head on in. Successful mission. I better get a screenshot here. Can't quite remember how to hide the user interface though. I'm gonna have to look that up. With the BOG logo. ASP interface. I think it's H or something like that. F2. F2, so there we go. We've got the BOG logo. We've got the sun in the background, Kerbal. Pop a screenshot of that. And there we go. So let's just advance time because this is going to be a long run in here. Okay. You can see daylight now on the other side. Still pretty high up there. We're gonna have to ditch a few of our things here. Wasted. I think I'm gonna do that now. We'll cut this loose here. Here. Couple that. And we'll decouple this sucker here too. And we're going to turn the ship retrograde. Let's actually have a look at where we're going to land. I'm not really too sure. We may actually just skip off the atmosphere because we'll be going so fast and do another loop, but we'll see. Let's advance this time a bit. Slow it down once we get to 70,000 here. Yeah, we're moving pretty good, 2.5 kilometers per second, so we may just skip off the atmosphere and have to do another lap. Use the atmosphere as a brake to slow the ship down. 60,000 and coming in. We're generating quite a bit of heat here. We don't have a heat shield on this thing at all. Hopefully, we're probably going to lose our science experiments, I think. We're coming in awfully hot. I should have probably burned to actually kill that rotation. We are redlining our parts here. There goes our engines. You can see them falling below us. Oh, there goes our science experiments. We might lose mech jet. Slow down. Whew, that is a long re-entry. Hang in there, Trick says. Hang in there. Oh! There goes more. We're coming in hot, boys. Poor Jebediah, look at him. He looks like he's scared. The bottom right-hand corner there. Still moving. Is this real solar system? No, this is the stock Kerbal solar system. There's a mod you can get to do to have I think it's called Galileo Planetary Pack or something, and it uses the real planets and things like that. There we go. Slowed down enough. We lost our science experiments. Now you can see those two engines there off way up there, taking their time coming in. Got some graphical glitches going on, but the ship made it. Made it. At about 11,000 meters now. Not too sure if I must have clicked an overlay or something like that. $4,000 meters. think we have our chute set to about 1500, 1350. Here we go, under canopy. We'll just speed this up a little bit. It is beautiful. I do have some graphics mods going on to improve the graphics of the game. They're fairly good as it is, but I don't know. I like graphics, so we're at about 150. We'll go ahead and slow that down. I'm in for a nice soft landing in the water. Splashdown. There we go. Cover the vessel. And that should actually let us pick up another mission in mission control, so a little bit of science there. 1,000 funds. We're pretty broke though. Okay. Don't like ferrying anyone anywhere. That means I gotta add a passenger compartment. Don't want to do that. We can test, we can definitely test some landing gear. We're gonna have to ditch parts for that too. I don't know if I want to do that. Well, you know what we'll do? I'm thinking... I'd like to put a heat shield on this thing. I wonder if I were to maybe move these up a little bit higher, they would generate a bit less heat. I think if our re-entry was steeper too, it would have been alright. But I want to try to do a pass by of the moon, so show you guys what moon looks like. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna move our apoapsis to about 80,000 and circularize, and then we're gonna burn again for the moon. We're gonna try to keep it pretty tight to the equator. And so let's launch this old bird. Another thing I want to do here is combine these two stages. That fires when that goes. That's wrong. go. That should do the trick. Another thing we want to do is open our MechJab maneuver planner. Have that. And go ahead and launch. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So again, we're watching for 100 meters per second. We're going to roll the ship down. There goes the Space Center. Here's our 100. Start rolling that spacecraft. Throttle this back a little bit here. We're watching our apoapsis. This has been a pretty good burn so far, this one, guys. About 80,000. We'll go a little bit further as we can. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Well. So long, sucker. Okay, so now we want to circularize at the next apoapsis. We're going to create and execute that. So we actually don't need a lot of delta to do that, so that's a pretty good sign. So the computer is going to take over and do this for us now. We may use more fuel than we want. Okay. So at this point, we should have a fairly nice circular orbit. See that? And what we're going to want to do is orbit once. And then we're going to want to do a transfer to the target. We're going to select move. Oh. Kind of got things pretty janky. And that. Oh, let's just try to set up the transfer ourselves. That should do it. 868 meters per second. How much delta have we got left? That's what I would like to know. Anyways, I digress. Let's just do it. We're going to complete this orbit and we're going to execute that maneuver. Eight, 6, 5, 4, 2. We'll just watch the countdown from there so I can get the ship pointed in the right direction. It's going to be a 36-second burn. And so we're going to want to start that burn about half of that, so we'll go 18 seconds. 18 seconds to the node will burn. Set up a bit more. Okay, we're at about 40 seconds now. $30, 27. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, burning. We're gonna have to stage this rocket too. I don't know if we're going to have enough fuel to come back, but we'll try. That's gonna get us there anyways. Okay, so we've got our transfer. Speed up time a bit here. You can see the moon coming closer. So what we're going to do is transfer to our target, and we're going to allow moon's gravity to grab us in. At that point, we're going to schedule another burn. Oh, it's gonna grab us, alright. Okay, so it's got us now. What we want to do is plan our burn somewhere, I think maybe here. I wonder if we can return. 60 kilometers. We're not going to be able to do that. We're going to have to add our own maneuver. We'll do it at the periapsis here. Fucker here. So if we burn prograde, not going to do. We're going to want to burn retro. Actually, let's start again here. We were in retro. Need 359 to do that. So what if we just slingshot? That keep us in? Yeah, so we'll just do that. We'll slingshot around, allow Kerbal to grab us again, and then we'll try to kill that with the rest of our fuel. I don't think we'll have enough fuel, but we'll try it anyways. So, but in the meantime, let's just enjoy the view. We should be coming up on the moon. So there's Kerbal way back there. I can't see nothing. I can see it's kind of dark here. There she is, coming up into the light. There is the moon for all of our viewers. Get a good look at that. That's a 14-second burn. We're going to start burning that at 7 seconds. And that should get us our slingshot. And I think that was a retrograde burn, so we're going to want to turn the ship around as we get closer. But we'll just watch the moon grow on screen here for a minute. Actually, what we probably want to do is do some science experiments at this juncture. Oh, we might not have any battery power. Why can we not do any science? Yeah, we're out of electricity. So we can't even do any science out here. But we can do We can do a crew report. No, we can't even do that. Poor Jed. Come all this way and he can't do nothing. Oh, it's because we have time warped. Huh. I think we missed our burn. Whoops. I guess I should have been paying more attention. So I guess at this point all we can really do is burn retro. Oh no, I guess we're not quite at our periapsis yet. We'll add a maneuver here. Where is our maneuver? Add a maneuver. Can't. Why can't we? Oh, because there's no power on the ship. We're screwed. We're gonna have to relaunch this mission. Because there's absolutely no way for us to get any sort of control on the ship. We were just spinning now. So that's okay, we're just gonna revert this flight and launch it again. I think maybe what we do need to do is add a battery. Salute, little guy. So best thing I can probably think of doing right now is maybe getting rid of one of our science experiments. So we don't even have any batteries. I wonder why we ran out of power then. We used too much electricity controlling the ship. Guess we're just gonna have to try to launch and return again. Not a big deal. Yeah, I guess I could close RCS, eh? I don't really need it. I've got a reaction wheel, right? We'll just use SAS. Alright, well, let's just launch. RCS is attitude control, roll control, SAS is stability assist. They require battery power to do their job. Okay. How much battery power we got on this sucker? Oh, we got a good amount. What was I gonna do here? I was looking at some settings. I don't know why it's not auto staging my rocket. Can't remember where that setting was. Maybe. What? Okay, so now we're going to plan our transfer. For target. I've never really liked this Omen transfer to target. We'll wait till we'll try doing this and see what happens. We're gonna have to go around one more time. Just gonna let the ship move past its periapsis here. There we go. Let's see what this gets us. So we're gonna complete one orbit and then it'll do the transfer. I'm not too sure. It looks like it's gonna throw us right into the moon, so we're gonna have to put another maneuver on pretty quick, but excuse me. Anyone joining, thanks for joining us. I think we've got a few people watching tonight. Okay, there's our burn. It's going to be a long one. I'm sure we'll probably use most of the fuel left in this engine. Should see the moon there coming up. I think that transfer is probably a little bit better than the last one we did. So that's got us on our course. I just want to make sure I've got SAS and RCS turned off. Yeah, it looks like they're off. So we'll go ahead and complete the transfer. It looks like we've only got about 648 meters per second worth of delta left to change our trajectory. I don't know how well that's going to work, but it's definitely going to put us on an escape if we just leave it. Here you can see we're coming up ahead of the moon, and it's going to grab us and pull us. So yeah, I think we're going to have to burn pretty hard as we kind of come up over this hump. Yeah, not even close. Not even close. But we might be able to... If we actually burn retro here, we might be able to stop short. Not even close. What if we were to burn prograde way out this way? We've only got that 600 and some, right? Or periapsis. Basically need yeah, it's totally gonna hit the moon. I'm not sure there's anything we can do to stop that at this juncture. Unless we maybe burn, like... That'll help us here. We slingshot up. And then we burn retro here. Gonna swing us back around, but we don't want to be captured. And that's going to put us back on a trajectory to Kerbal. So that, I think that's what we want to do. So I think we want to execute the next node first. We'll watch the moon come up and allow the ship to do what it wants to do. I'm not too sure why it's not advancing us in time. But I think once we get a little bit closer, it should take over. This is a relatively short burn, so... Yeah, there it goes. It's wanting to figure stuff out for us. We're out of electricity again, so I don't think it's going to do. I don't know why. I had SAS and RCS off. I don't know why it was using power. I don't think it's going to execute at all, to be honest. And I've got no control of the spacecraft. Just see what happens. Not gonna work. Not going to work. Abort node. Move all nodes. Might as well see the moon come into view and watch as we crash. So long, buddy. So that it's going to revert to launch and launch again. So that home and transfer, I think we need to adjust it so that our periapsis is not on the moon and launch that way. I think that'll work pretty good if we do that. But again, our power is an issue. Why are we drawing so much power? I wonder if we have enough. Unlock the next level of power. Let's just check that out. Apparently there was a flood. It's one of the glitches when you're using a mod. Sometimes you'll leave this vehicle assembly building and there's water covering everything. Research and development. Need 45 to unlock that. Son of a gun. How is there no batteries in the earlier levels of science? Electric charge, some of these things. I think it must be MechJeb that's doing that. So if I get rid of MechJeb and I just fly it myself, it's going to be a lot more difficult, but we'll try it out anyways. A little bit less weight too. Whatever, let's launch it and see what happens. I'm flying manually. Wish me luck. Here goes nothing. I can still plan maneuvers though, so that's good. No longer any way to see what my apoapsis is or anything like that, though. Hey, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you watching. Okay, so we're going to circularize this sucker once we get to where we need to be. 13-second burn. And we're going to launch that at about 12 seconds, or in 6 seconds. In 5, 4. Good. Got that circularized. It was beautiful. Now we're going to plan our own little transfer here. Do that just until our apoapsis reaches the trajectory that the moon goes on, like that. And now we're going to move this node so we have a capture. A little bit more, I think. There we go. So our periapsis of the moon, we're going to want to decrease that a bit. Should get us a little bit closer. There we go. A pretty good path. That's a long burn though. Hey, Rstar26. Thanks for joining. We are gonna try get ourselves to the moon and back. We're gonna complete one orbit of Kerbal and then we're gonna make our burn. To the moon. Ourselves a couple minutes to get ourselves ready. Ship in position. Minute 41 seconds. Career mode, yeah. Trying to do our first flyby of moon at this point. Okay, so we're going to be launching this at about 21 seconds to the node. We're about 30 seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1, launching. Half our burn. I think we'll probably burn through all our fuel on this one. Okay. So that's got us on the path that we want to be on. See how much electricity we have left in this sucker. Most of it, so that's good. But it is a few days to get to the moon, so I'm just going to click off SAS, RCS. We're going to allow gravity to do what gravity does. Yeah, I'm using a clock there already. I started it halfway before reaching the node. Half the burn time, I guess I should say. Okay, so we've got our transfer. I just want to get our maneuver down here. hopefully bring us back. If we shouldn't just circularize that entirely. Oh, I don't want to warp to that. Get out of here. Retro a little bit more. That'll at least get us into a stable orbit. And hopefully not use all of our DV. Oh, we're 17 minutes from that. Flip on our SAS. Turn the ship retrograde. Put that off, and we're going to warp time until we're a little bit closer. Okay, so we're 2 minutes out. Turn SAS back on. Get the ship going retrograde. We'll get ready to burn. We're going to start our burn about 5 seconds before we reach the node. So pretty. Small fuel? Oil? Small thruster too. Yeah, this is the Terrier engine. I don't know why I like it. Just having fun. It's never done me any wrong. It's probably not going to be enough fuel to get back. But we'll try. Coming up on burn time here. We're gonna burn in about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, burning. Okay, that's gonna circularize that. We've got about half our fuel left. But we made it, so this is going to be the closest we get to the moon. We're going to do our science experiments at this point. Just in the hopes that we get back. Crew report. And then we're just going to EVA Mr. Jebediah. EVA report. We'll put him back on the spacecraft. Yes, back on. Turn retro. There it is. We are going around Moon. So I just want to plan our maneuver. I think we're gonna have to try and plan it for when we get to the apoapsis. Back down there. Ooh, that. I don't want to plan that again. Okay, maneuver. So if we want to get back, we're going to want to give her some good gas here. I think we'll just do the transfer and then we'll do another maneuver, so that's going to be a pro-grade burn. So we'll just let the moon drift by. Everyone can have a nice look for all those guys who've been watching from the get-go, from when we started this journey a while ago. Our first taste of moon. Again, I don't know if we're going to have enough fuel to get all the way back to Kerbal, but it's going to be darn close. Let's see if we can advance time just a bit here. Not much to see on the dark side. Could come around to the light side here right away. Here's the sun. There's Kerbal coming around. As you can see, we've pulled away. We've moved away. Just get this clock ticking. Well, I'm just trying to get an intercept first for Kerbal. Spacecraft's moving awfully slow right now. Hours, 1 hour. Ooh, come on, come on. That was awfully close. So we're going to hit our burn, we'll get our intercept and do one more burn. This is just a short burn, so need second burn. Canada, Saskatchewan, Canada. How about you? Whereabouts are you from? Coming up on burn time here. We're going to start our burn about 4 seconds from the node. And we are at about 16 seconds right now. Russia! Oh, your English is good. And 3, 2, 1, burning. Something's going wonky here. Something very wonky is going on here. Just get our intercept going here. We get on that. We can plan a burn here at our periapsis. Add a maneuver. Ooh. I don't know that it's going to be enough fuel, guys, but we're going to burn the rest of our fuel and see how close that gets us. That's all we can do. Pennsylvania, welcome Aaron, glad to have you. Canada here. Saskatchewan, middle of the prairies. Oh, that's it guys. That's it, that's all. We're not getting back. Not by a long shot. We can try an RCS, use RCS with Jeb, but I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, I need to change this fuel tank, I think. We'll try it one more time, and then I'm going to give up. We'll swap this out. More fuel! More boosters. Go with a 90-tonner on that. And we'll go with the big boy on that. $6,000 should be more than enough to get us there and back. Hey, awesome, Aaron. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. I inspired someone to start a new campaign. I just enjoy this game so much. I frequent the Kerbal Space Program Reddit quite a bit, and I always get updates every day on my feed, and it's what inspired me to come back and play. It's just a load of fun. Just a load of fun. Alright, let's get this underway. I didn't look at my thrust to weight ratio, so it might be way out of whack with these engines. I guess we're going to find out real quick. I probably should have looked at that. Okay, we're going to start rolling. See, this is where having some RCS would be nice, because I'm finding that I'm kind of drifting, I'm drifting off course. I'm going to try my best to keep this ship as straight as I can on its heading. Don't really want to be drifting. I've got one parachute. That's going to be good enough. Pretty confident in that. We'll throttle that back a bit, and we're just going to watch our apoapsis now. Was kind of doing something a little wonky right now. I think we may have launched way too steep. I don't have cones because I don't have an upgraded launch pad. I've maxed out the parts on this bird. Yeah, we're going way too steep. We should be way higher than we are. I'm just gonna launch this again, guys. I don't like that at all. Wasting fuel now. Yeah, I'm out of parts and I'm out of cash, so I can't afford to upgrade the launch pad so I can have more parts, or the VAB. Actually, we're just gonna go back to the VAB for 1 second. I just want to look at the thrust ratios. Okay, yeah, they're all good. They're all good. That SAS on again. Yeah, I'm throttling the engine back. Trying to, anyways. Missed the mark for the roll on that one. Come on, you old bird. This was a really janky launch too, guys. See how adding 2 bigger fuel tanks just screws Screws you up. We lost a few there, Johnny. Or Trek, sorry. You don't need to apologize at all. Lose this rocket right away here. Okay, and then we'll circularize here. Close enough. Very little fuel to do that, actually. Well, thanks for joining again, Artie. Appreciate seeing you. Join us again next time. Bitter Old Goons Gaming is a group of quite a few people, so we're always streaming different things, and we appreciate the company. Thank you. Thank you. It is gorgeous, Johnny. It is gorgeous. Just waiting for our burn time to come up here. 1 minute and 37 seconds to go, and we're going to start our burn at about 3.5 seconds. And it's going to be a very, very short burn. We used a lot more fuel than I wanted to on this bit of the leg of the journey, though. Okay, we're coming up on burn time. Okay, burn time coming up in about 3 seconds. 2, 1, and burning. Okay, that's going to give us what we want there. Got a nice circular orbit. We're going to look for the moon here. So I think when we come to our periapsis here is going to be where we want to schedule our burn for. We'll move that out till we get a capture there. And we're going to try to adjust that so that we're a little bit closer. To our want to keep us on the same plane, so we're going to capture there, and then we're going to adjust our periapsis so that we get a decent pass at the moon. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be a 44-second burn. This is going to be a long burn. It's a lot of delta. So we're going to just adjust our staging. No, we don't want to do that. Oops. Line those two. And we're going to just accelerate time here. We're going to complete our orbit. We're going to start this burn at about 22 seconds away from our node. So we'll go ahead and stop now, allow the ship to turn itself around. And it's in position. About 10 seconds away here. We're going to see the moon come over the horizon here right away. Coming up real quick in 3, 2, 1, burning. keep an eye on our fuel. So we're all going. 19 seconds left to go. Seconds left to go. Oops. Accidentally moved the camera into the capsule. Tiny little space for our buddy. Anyways. So there we have it. We've got our capture. Rid of this node now. And we've got a pretty good little Ariapsis now, actually. We're not on a very good trajectory anymore, but let's go ahead and warp time till we get to our capture. And we'll plan our return, hopefully. Okay. There's our capture. Let me just slow that right down, and we're going to plan our next maneuver to circularize ourselves. We're going to burn retro here. Oops. On that. Quite a bit more delta than I want to spend, but we're just gonna maybe quick save. Let me just look up what the key for quick save is. Kerbal space. I actually downloaded a picture today. It's like a little cheat sheet for the hotkeys. I should just look for that. Oh, I saved it. Bear with me. There it is. Okay, so F5. So we're going to F5 this sucker right now. And then we're going to go and move ourselves to this node. Canada at about 1 minute here. Turn the ship retrograde. There we are, we're at the moon. F9 to load. Thanks BioRoots. I was just saying I found a really good little cheat sheet on Reddit. 3,000 hours. That's awesome. I don't even know where to start to pick your brain. I think I've got maybe 200. I'll have to look at my Steam. Right now we're strapped for cash. This is our first flyby of the moon. We haven't returned yet. I don't have any money for batteries, so I can't use my mech jet because I run out of juice before I even get here. So I'm just flying by wire now. And as it stands, I don't know if we're going to have enough DV to get home. That's why I wanted to quick save. going to be coming up on burn time right away here. 15-second burn. Coming up. And 3, 2, 1. That should do it. Yeah, that's crazy, eh? So it's going to be a far away flyby, but I think we're just going to grab our science. And try and get back. I kind of stayed up a little bit later than I wanted to playing tonight, but we actually got some pretty good luck here, so we've got achieved some consistent stable orbits, which is what I called the stream. So this is just the icing on the cake, right? Just gonna EVA our buddy and take a report from up here. Board our craft again. Bring this ship prograde. And we'll plan our maneuver home now. This is where I tend to screw it up. So I think we're going to add a maneuver at the apoapsis, and we're going to burn prograde till we have a capture here.
That's why you party? Boy, you really are 17.
Why do you party?
To get riggedy wrecked, son!
Hey, thanks for the sub. I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll recapture Kerbal and then we'll burn again. Retrograde to kill our orbit. Appreciate that. Load myself up here. Enjoy the view for another minute or two. The pale blue dot. So, bio, I've never made it further than Minmus in my 200 or 300 hours of playing. So, I'm hoping to stream this awesome, fun journey as we move our way that way. In my personal game, like I've always streamed this game. In my personal game, I've kind of made it to the point where I've got some geosynchronous orbiting satellites, and that's kind of where I decided to start streaming the game, and we started fresh from the top. So with the science, if we can make it back, we're going to unlock some new sweet things and hopefully send a lander. Absolutely share a picture. Yes, please. Okay, I'm going to look at it once we finish this burn here. Just bear with me. Speed up time a little bit more here. 4, 2. Okay, let's get the ship turned in the right direction. We are going pro grade. Our burn's going to be coming up. I'm just going to do this burn and then we'll have a look. Coming up here in less than a minute. Should really be F5 in this sucker, eh? In case I botch it. Okay. About 10 seconds away here. And 3, 2, 1, burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That should get us where we want to be. Yep. Okay, I'm just going to switch back. I'm going to F5 this again, and I'm going to look at your awesome build. Everybody gets to see it. Holy smokes! Seriously, that thing is intense. Look at that. I only dream I can build something like that. That is intense. Let's look at the other one you got. Oh, did you post to? Yeah, there you go. Have a look at this one. Wow! That's crazy. Nice work. So this is BioRoot's construction, everybody. He is far more skilled than I am. Well done. Very well done. Okay, so we're going to create a node at our periapsis here. This one here. And we're going to burn retrograde. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Wrong way. Oh, I don't know if we're going to have enough fuel, guys. He's going to be close. Or am I wanting to kill that at my apoapsis? I think I want to kill that at my apoapsis. Burn retrograde here. That's better. There we go. 200 meters per second. I think we are going to get this, guys. I think we're going to get this. I'm excited. I am excited. Let's turn this sucker retrograde and get ready for the journey home. Hopefully we don't burn up all our science experiments like last time. We're going to have to complete an orbit, so we're going to see days and days fly by, unfortunately. This mission is going on 3 days now. Okay, 11-second burn. Coming up on the way home. I'm super stoked. We got a lot more done tonight than I had planned, so if we make it. The success is going to be based on how many of our experiments actually survive, because we've got no heat shield on this sucker, remember. Our burn is coming up in about 20 seconds here. Seconds. 3, 2, 1, fire. And shutdown. We got it, guys. We're gonna make it back to Kerbal anyways. That's super exciting. Like I say, we'll be coming in really, really hot though. Where is the old girl? Let's turn prograde here. There it is. Look at how far away we are. Rest in peace, he says. Oh, we're better off than that. Okay, we're getting close now. I'm gonna do this from the window here so we can see what's going on. Never go below 32,000. Well, that is a tip that I appreciate. It's too late for us now, but I appreciate that tip. We'll do that next time. We won't go below 32,000. Okay, so I think we're gonna let this guy go. So long, you've been good to us. Turn this old girl retro. Got some weird glitchy shadow effect going down. That's okay. Gonna arm our parachute. We're gonna be coming in really, really hot. We're in radial. Okay. That would have fixed us? Okay, I didn't realize that either. If we crash and burn, I can always quick load. I don't want to do that though. Look at Jebediah's face. He's just stoked. Just accelerate time a bit. Yeah, we were dropping like straight in on Kerbal. And we're still accelerating, 2,500 meters per second. Whew. I have a feeling my science experiments aren't going to survive. We're still 390,000. Let's, not even close yet. I suppose you can, eh? Yeah. That makes a lot. We're going 3,100 meters per second now. This is going to be ugly. Look at us heating up. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Let's just go ahead and quick load that. Our entire purpose for this mission was botched. I hate doing that, but okay, so here we are. We've got our transfer. Right? Yeah, we've got our transfer, and we're going to burn at our apoapsis. We're going to burn retro. We're not going to go below 32,000. We're at 678,000. $1,009. We don't want that. 32,000. Try to keep it at 35. You right click on the node. Yes, I'm right clicking. What am I looking for? Yes, I'm on my node. Oh, cool. How do I adjust it though? Ah, okay. That's a tip I'd never... There we go. There we go, 35,000. Cool, thanks. That's a sweet tip. Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, let's go do our transfer back, and then we'll do our burn, keep us at 35,000. We'll leave that engine on. Slow us down. Retrograde. We're less than a minute away. Second. Less than that, I guess. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, burn. Okay, where did that put us? 35. Got us at about 40,000. 44,000. That should be good enough, I think. Or are we going to skip off the atmosphere? That's the question. And with a periapsis set now above the, I guess, sea level on Kerbin, do I need to use that motor to brake? Should I leave that engine on? Good to know. Hi Alex, thanks for joining. Looks like we've got a no clouds glitch. Yeah, there we go. Here's the clouds. I guess we just get to look at Kerbin. This juncture. There they are. It's one of the joys of using some graphics mods. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Got us just as we're about to wrap up. Maybe we'll keep going a little bit longer. We've got a good turnout tonight. That's better. Appreciate you joining us tonight. That's wonderful. Okay, we're in atmosphere now. So should I be cutting this engine loose at some point, or? Burn now. Oh, brilliant. That is brilliant. And it's shielding the rest of the ship. Brilliant. Love it. Should I turn prograde to let it go? Good to know. Am I wanting to cut it loose before that overheat bar fills up? Should be fine. Good to know. Another good tip. That's good to know. Thanks, Bio. That's awesome. This has been a long descent. Oh, we're gaining altitude. We're gonna go for another round, I think. We're gonna skip off the atmosphere and come all the way around again. Gonna have to enjoy the ride up, I guess, for now. An aero brake again. Poor Jebediah probably wasn't expecting this this mission to go this long. We just did our first flyby of Moon, so this was a new career mode that we've been playing. We've got a couple streams down. We're broke, out of science. We're flying by wire. I can't even run Mech Jeb because I don't have batteries or anything like that. So yeah, we're just working on a career mode playthrough. I was saying earlier, I think maybe between 200 and 300 hours into the game. I've never been further than Minmus, so I'm just enjoying this journey and sharing it with people, getting tips and tricks and things like that. So thanks for tuning in. Let's see where we're at, 174,000. I don't know why we can't warp any faster than... There we go. That's better. Just did an aero brake here. Hopefully getting back with all of our science so we can get some new unlocks and things like that. Make some cash. Do some upgrades. Desperate need of upgrades. Alright, re-entry go number 2. This should be, I think, enough to get us down. I don't know that we'll skip through the atmosphere again. Accelerate time a bit here. Yeah, Bio's a mega pro. On our way back from Moon, Jeff. It was our first flyby. Didn't land, just did a flyby. So my goal tonight was just to consistently achieve a stable orbit, which we kind of did rather quickly. So I figured we'd gun for Moon. Graphics mods, that's about it. And MechJeb, I use MechJeb as well. Kerbal Engineer. Other than that, just lots of graphics mods. Try spinning is a tip that BioRoots just gave us if we're overheating. Yeah, we're on YouTube. So we stream through Restream. So we stream to Mixer, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. You can catch us on all three platforms. I'm actually running... so Jeff just asked what graphics mods I recommend. I'm actually running 1.2.2 because I didn't want to go through the hassle of upgrading my mods. I'll probably do that this weekend sometime. I'm using SVE, Snow and Geysers, Eve. There's a skybox that I'm using, a new skybox. You know, what I'll do is I'll get a list of all my mods and I'll post them on our YouTube page in the comments to this video. If you're interested in finding out what mods we're using. And going forward, I guess I can just add them in the description of the video as well. So... starting to slow down pretty fast here, so I think this should do it for us. Yeah, unfortunately, Jeff, there isn't a way for people to see this chat on like if you're watching on YouTube, you can't see the YouTube chat in Mixer or Twitch, unfortunately. But you do have Restream's got a chat app, so I can actually monitor all three chats at the same time, so... Okay, so you normally watch people on Twitch, Jeff, but you came across our YouTube stream. Well, it's good that you came across it and that it's out there for people to see, so... our name and our link to all of our sites, all of our accounts are on all descriptions, so... So if you do want to follow us on Twitch, or you want to catch our stream on Twitch, you can find our link to our Twitch account on our YouTube as well. So. I'll just go ahead and say here, guys, Bitter Old Goons Gaming is actually a group of like-minded men, so you can pretty much tune into our channel anytime during the day and find someone streaming something, except for maybe the wee hours You might find Johnny Rockets doing some PlayerUnknown's Battleground, but spin for the win. But yeah, so it's a group of like-minded guys. We were streaming everything, new, old, retro, you name it. We've got it. You might find something you're interested in. Oh, looks like we're finally slowing down. We're gonna make it after all. I like to play games like Kerbal Space Program, anything that's sciencey and geeky and sci-fi, so I've been kind of reinvigorated to play this game, so I'm hoping that one of these days in the near future we can make it to Duna. Should probably get rid of this engine at some point, eh? Yeah, you bet. It's nice. It's nice to be able to do that. So here's our chute. So yeah, we've got a wide variety of different. Ooh, that was loud. We've got a wide variety of different games being streamed at any time. We've also got a podcast that we do occasionally. The last one was a bit of a train wreck, but if you want to tune in Friday, we're going to have another podcast up live. So we'll be talking about things like our Kerbal stream, and there's some Elite Dangerous going on the other night. Always got some PUBG going on. Turbo Trick just has been doing some Euro Truck Simulator, things like that. So you'll be able to tune in and catch some chat around some of that and any other news in gaming as well. Podcast, basically anything gaming related and possibly Scotch related. Something that's pretty new that we started doing, so it's kind of just getting fleshed out still, but we have a lot of fun doing it. Alright, touching down. There you go, guys. We did it. Successful flyby and return from Moon. Wahoo! More of a vodcast, yeah. Let's recover our vessel and see all the goodies we got. So, we gained 102 science from that. That is most excellent. Funds. Got a pile of funds. We're up to 313 grand now. Jebediah gained some experience. We're good. We've got the water glitch going on, so we're just going to go into our VAB and then exit again. Oh, cool. I haven't seen that website before, BioRoots. I'm just going to click that and bring it up so anyone that's watching the stream can have a peek. I'm just going to maybe F5 this. Just in case it crashes. For anyone tuning in, BioRoots has got 3,000 hours into the game and he's been giving us some pretty wicked tips and tricks. We can see some of his spacecraft that he's built. That's pretty cool. So have you done any SSTOs, Bio? That is cool. Look at that thing. Awesome. Cool. I'll play around and have a look at all your stuff here once we're done streaming. Okay, so we've got a bunch of science that we can spend on some R&D, so let's look at what we got. I think One of the things we need to buy for sure is this basic science pack, which is going to give us batteries and radiators and things like that. We've got no ability to use our mech jib, and I really like mech jib, so we're going to buy that. Next up, construction. That's for the larger decouplers, structural fuselages, and a crew cabin, so we can carry multiple crew with us. We should so choose. Landing.
That's why you party? Boy, you really are 17.
Why do you party?
Hey, we've got a new sub. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate you doing that. Oh, so where do I want to go? Give me some ideas here, guys. Back separator and docking ports. Electronics for the rechargeable batteries and solar panels. Landing. Fuel systems. Propulsion systems, that'll give us the spark. Heavy rocketry, which will give us the poodle and the skipper, as well as the kickback solid fuel booster. No love for the sub. Science or engine, you say? Where do you see science? I grabbed basic science already. We got 90 more points to spend. Do we go heavy rocketry or propulsion systems? Fuel systems? I'll wait for some feedback. Whatever's going to let us make some money so we can upgrade things. Landing. Put a can on the moon. Hey, thanks Silent Death. I appreciate you giving us the follow. We look forward to seeing you in our next stream. Fuel systems for fuel pipe. Cool, let's do it. So that means we gotta build something else. So we can grab 2 more missions. Space around the moon. That one's probably pretty easy. It's gonna give us a bit of funds. Plant a flag on the moon. I don't even think we have landing gear, so we're not going to be landing anything on the moon right now. Might as well do the science data one. Test a swivel orbiting Kerbal. I thought we did that. Apparently we didn't. Huh. We can do that too. That's worth a good pile of cash, so... Oh shit. Never mind. Observational surveys. Take a crew report below 9,000. Take a crew report spaceflight below 9,000. I don't want to do that because I'm not really good at finding where those locations are. Satellite mission. We don't have a satellite mission available to us yet. So I got a question, actually. If you choose to decline offers on missions, does it refresh the mission page? Like, do you get more options for missions to do? Okay. Well, we don't have any satellite missions available to us yet, though, so that's the issue. I just want to see what it's going to cost. 282 grand? Holy mackerel. Be done right away. Sorry, guys. The wife is home. Yeah, we're definitely not upgrading that. What is it going to cost us to upgrade? 282 grand. Gosh. What about the VAB? 225 grand. Like, upgrading the VAB, we don't have enough money to do it, and so we're going to be stuck with our 33 parts for a while, I think. So, yes to max. We got another picture. Let's look at that. Look at that thing. Wow. That's a lot of solid rocket boosters on that sucker. Anyways, we got some new parts and things like that we can play with, so... We do have the micro landing struts. We get a satellite to the moon. Yeah, we don't have a mission though. Like that's the problem. Like if I go back to the mission control and I decline a bunch of the missions I don't want to do I get more missions? We got plant a flag on the moon. Yes. Yeah, well, I'm going to get rid of some of these, and hopefully we can get some new ones. I don't want to be a fairy. Okay, so it does always... Oh, okay. So I probably don't have enough reputation for a satellite mission yet then, I assume. Temperature survey. Yes, and the part that you unlock, yeah. Science data from around Kerbal. I can probably do that. You don't want anything special, so. Science data from the surface of the moon. Yeah, I don't think we've got the reputation to do any satellite missions. We're going to have to do these moon missions that we have. Science data from around Kerbal, plant a flag on the moon. I think our next goal is going to be to start the construction of a rocket that might be able to make it there. But let's just play. I'm not going to stay on too much longer. It's almost midnight here. But we do have the ability to have electricity on our ship now, which is great. I don't know if 30 parts is going to get us to the moon, but and land on it. Yep, parts 10 already. $3,700 DB. We have parts 12. way up on parts now. $4,600 dB. That's not a lot, eh? That ain't gonna get us to the moon and back. Gonna have to do some more design on this thing, I think. Sure. $400. Don't have any science or anything on this thing yet, and we've got 6 more parts we can use. No batteries. Of course, we need our science experiments. I suppose we could probably get rid of our heat shield. Got room for one more part, but it's not enough delta. Oh, okay. Let's just save this ship. I'm gonna call it Bog 2. I don't know if there's a craft called Bog 2. Bog 2. Save. Oh yeah, there is. Bog 4. Bog 5. There we go. We'll see what's available to take as a contract for some parts. So we can test the skipper. That sucker's big. But we don't have the reducer, I think. Yeah, let's take it. A Rokamax decoupler. Oh, cool. Pillars is a good game. I don't know if all we're going to get is what a Rove Max is. Small landing gear. Arc. Kickback solid fuel booster. Take that. That'll give us a bit of oomph. Change this to the kickback boosters. Move these guys way up. Or anymore either. Now that's some Delta. We'll probably get away with just having 2 of them. They'll give us 2 extra parts. Not coupled. Coupled there. Oh, cool. On Kerbal, okay. Good to know. So if I use those, we're definitely going to need more engines on this sucker. Or more fuel. Yeah, 1.2. I've kind of been adjusting my stuff for that. We do have access to skipper as well, but again, I don't think we have that coupler. Yeah, lift up, yeah. We add another fuel tank. 700 is gaining in it. I think we're going to need to go big. We still need legs and stuff like that. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna think about this design tonight. I'm gonna save this ship, and I'll come back tomorrow. I'll come up with a plan for a better design, and we'll see if we can get that to Moon, because that, or I'm gonna have to upgrade my VAB and hope that we have enough money to build a ship. I know some of these parts are pretty expensive, so. Well, thanks for joining us. T is for Tiger. Give us a sub and you can catch us playing Kerbal again. Oh, just give me a second. I'm just getting a message. We're gonna go and give a couple subs out to some of the guys who've joined us today. But so anyone that's just tuning in, T is for Tiger. Today my goal was to get a consistently stable orbit. We managed to do that. We managed to do a flyby and safe return from Moon. We had BioRoots with us tonight. He was giving us a good hand. Lots of good tips and things like that. He managed to get us safely back from Moon. We got some science, turned it in, and locked a bunch of new parts, and now we need to build a new rocket. It's midnight where I am up here in the frozen north of Canada, so I gotta call it a night. But you know what, you guys, this has been an absolute pleasure. We've had some good interaction tonight. I really appreciate it. As I mentioned before, Bitter Old Goons Gaming is a group of guys who are pretty much constantly streaming. You can tune into our channel anytime and pretty much find anyone playing anything new, retro, games like Kerbal, RPGs, MOBAs, things like that. So whatever you want to see, you can find. We're going to be having a from BC, nice, Saskatchewan here, BioRoots. Yeah, you can tune in on Friday. We're gonna have a podcast up. Surely we'll be talking about Kerbal Space Program. BioRoots, we're gonna throw you a bunch of subs. All of our SPA guys are gonna throw you some subs too. We appreciate your hints and tips and tricks and things like that. And we really appreciate everyone tuning in. This has been a really, really fun stream for me. Probably to date one of the funnest streams that I've done. So thanks again for joining, you guys. Feel free to drop some comments and chat and things like that. And until next time, fly safe, and as Scott Manley will say, check your staging. Thanks again, and have a really, really great night, everybody. Bye.